All right, hey everybody, it's Dr. J, and today we are talking about kinetics. In this case, we're talking about factors that are going to impact your kinetic rate. So let's talk about love. No, y'all know that? No? Okay. So let's talk about some chemistry. Um, so this is going to be very quick. There's a couple of factors that are always going to impact your kinetic rate. So let's talk about the first one here, the nature of your reactants and products. So there are certain reactants and products that literally just want to go a certain way. All right, it doesn't matter what you do to them. That's just how they are. That's how they were raised. That's how they are born. Right. So the nature of those reactants and products will impact your kinetic rate. You'll see more of this when we talk about thermodynamics. So make sure to look at that video about thermodynamics. But basically, right, certain things just by nature is just going to happen. Okay. So the nature of your reactants and products will impact your rate. The second thing that we're going to mention today is concentration. So the concentration will impact your kinetic rate. Specifically, here's just a good trend to know. Reactions usually go faster when the reactants are more concentrated. So basically, if you throw in more reactants, depending on which one, right, your overall reaction will speed up, right? So if you dump in a particular amount of reactant, it's going to speed up your overall reaction. And that's due to, right, the kinetics of it, right, as we mentioned before in the earlier videos. Once again, check those earlier videos out about kinetics to learn more about that. All right. The third thing that will impact your kinetic rate is temperature. So temperature, when I'm talking about temperature, I'm basically talking about our reactions are most of the time, always going to go faster at higher temperatures, right? So basically, you heat up a reaction, those molecules are moving around, doing their own thing more, so it's going to speed up the overall reaction. The fourth thing that will impact the kinetic rate will be the presence of a catalyst, okay? So a catalyst is basically speeding up a chemical reaction. Okay, so that's what you need to know about that for right now. Okay, so catalysts speed up chemical reactions, and it's a reason why. Right, we're not going to go over the reason why in this video, but you check out a future video for that. All right. So basically, a catalyst can speed up your reaction, and because it's speeding up the reaction, well, it's impacting the kinetic rates of the reaction. Okay. And then lastly, the fifth thing. The fifth thing that will impact your kinetic rate of reaction is your surface area. Okay, so the surface area of a solid reactant or a solid catalyst, right? Basically, that means that the higher the surface area, the faster reaction. Okay, and this is due to catalysis and all that type of stuff, which we really don't have time to cover in this video. But basically, if you have a large surface area, then you have more room for reactions to take place on. Okay, and this can impact your overall kinetic rate depending on that, how big that surface area is. Right, small surface area, you're going to be taking a long time. Big surface area might go faster. Just depends. All right, but these are the five different things that can impact your kinetic rates. Now, for chemical reactions, for your rates, you're usually going to get them expressed in this way with the units. This is just something good to know. It's always going to be moles. Well, not always. I won't say always. But most of the time, it's going to be moles times the liters -1 times seconds -1. So this same thing is the same thing as saying molarity times seconds -1. Okay, that's all it is. All right. And these are usually the units that you're going to see for these rates.